Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Going to take a look at one tonight from Rhinegeist Brewing here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is their newer beer called Streaker. Big thanks actually goes to Greg Wilson, who is their sales manager, who actually provided this to me to check out a little while back and finally getting around to sample it. So this is a Rye India Pale Ale, comes in at an ABV of 6% and also 60 IBU. Story behind this one is they actually did a naming contest here in Cincinnati where people got to vote for the name of their next beer, and Streaker was actually the one chosen. So it was kind of a little bit of involvement from the Cincinnati area. Off the can, a crowdsourced rye IPA dry hopped with Citra and Mosaic hops that race across your palate in a lively yet intimate and wildly exposed jaunt, flaunting tropical fruit, dank pineapple, and mango aromatic acrobatics. So it seems like a lot of stuff going on with this one. Should be a pretty interesting American IPA. So let's go ahead and get it open and get it into the glass. So there we go, Streaker in the glass. Came out with a pretty good sized head, about a 3 to maybe 4 finger head that actually sits at basically off-white, kind of eggshell type color. Got some big and some small bubbles in there as it's starting to break down. Should get some nice lacing on the glass from this one. As far as the body, when you get it to the light, you get a nice golden color. You can see a lot of lovely carbonation taking place. It does have somewhat of a chill haze, but I do have some clarity as well. Out of the light, you can see there a little bit of clarity, but still that haze not letting you see all the way through. As far as the aroma, it does come out pretty good. You don't have to really sniff really hard. It comes climbing out of the glass. You get that big tropical and citrus fruit flavor. Definitely getting some of that grapefruit. Do get some of that mango in there. Getting some nice dankness from the hops. Some of that piney smell in the background. Has a nice freshness about it. But yeah, I would say it's very aromatic. But as far as the taste, big hit of initial bitterness up front, but a nice break on the back end. It goes down pretty smooth. Nice, crisp, refreshing break. I do get that flavoring of kind of the tropical notes from the hops. Not really picking up that pineapple as much though, as mentioned here on the can. But I do pick up some of the other flavors that you kind of expect in there. Kind of that citrus type flavor. The finish isn't bad. Duration of it is about an average finish, so nothing too short on it or very long, I guess you can say. It's kind of just there. Some of the lacing, not as much as I thought it would be. A little bit of it came down already, so head's down to just about a 1 finger head right now. As far as sitting on the palate, it sits on there as pretty much a medium body. The texture is a nice dry texture, which you would usually expect to have in an American IPA. Not really getting much of the rye out of it though, and that's listed as a rye IPA. So if it was just a standard IPA, I think it would actually stand up a little bit stronger. But when you have that rye IPA, you're kind of looking for that rye feel, which I'm not really picking up. Carbonation is fine. Like I said, it sits fine on the palate. It's lively. Gets some of the taste buds tingling. And as far as the feel on the back end, not getting anything like astringency or anything like that for an aftertaste, not tasting really any of the alcohol. Back end is pretty much suitable for what you would want for an IPA. And it just finishes up with pretty much those tropical type notes. So overall, as an IPA, it sits pretty decent. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of the rye, considering it's a rye IPA than what's actually being provided here. But it does have a lot of the flavors you'd expect going in. It does have a very nice aroma. Pretty good appearance on this one as well. And the drinkability, which is really the big thing that matters, right? So the drinkability on this is pretty solid, but it doesn't really knock me back too much. It doesn't really surprise me. It's solid and it's expected, but it doesn't really give me anything to go over the hump, I guess you can say. So with that in mind, my overall rating on this one is actually going to be a 3.25 out of 5, which would actually be a B-. Not bad. It's just I expected a little bit more than what I actually got, but if you're an IPA fan, I think you'll still be pleased with this one. Again, this is from Rhinegeist, and this is the Streaker. If you've had it already, let me know. Put some comments in the comments section. Love to hear what you think about it. And with that being said, I appreciate you swinging by for another video. I look forward to catching you on the next one. As always, please remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Keep drinking good craft beers, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.